The following is a presentation of the HAN Network, the leader for local news, sports, and entertainment in Fairfield and Westchester counties. No time like the present to bring you right in to Cubeta Stadium in Stamford. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Rob Adams, and it's high school baseball on the HAN Network. Today, the Norwalk Bears take on the Trinity Catholic Crusaders. We will spare you a long opening because we are underway here, and we've got Ed McCabe standing at the plate for the Norwalk Bears. We will recap quickly. 1 ball, no strikes to the right-handed hitting McCabe. Ryan Searles led things off here for the Norwalk Bears in the top of the first inning. He walked in a 3-1 pitch. This pitch is upstairs, fastball 2-0. Then Reed Singlewall came up. He was hit by a 1-1 pitch, so it's runners on first and second, nobody out, and we're just warming up the benches. The 2-0 pitch on the way is a fastball called strike at the letters, 2-1 from right-hander John Hazard, who is struggling a bit here in the top of the first inning. But no score, so you're just in time. Grab a seat and settle down. Now the pitch on the way. Just missed, fastball inside. It's 3-1. Gorgeous facility here, Cubeta Stadium, dedicated in 1964, named after Paul Cubeta, who was the principal of Right Tech, which is beyond the left field fence. Now we've got a 3-1 on the way. Upstairs, ball 4. Went back to the fastball again, and quickly the base is loaded and nobody out. So time called. Tracy Nichols, the coach of Trinity Catholic, begins to make his way out of the dugout, along with Dom Servechik, the catcher for Trinity Catholic. Will set the defense for TC. It's Matt Rutherford in left, Dan Bernard in center, and John Patrizzi around the right, with Matt McDonald at third, Troy Donahue at short, Mikey Riddle at second, Dylan Dane at first. And I mentioned the battery to you already. Dom Severchik and the pitcher, John Hazard. You've already heard about Searles, Singewald, and McCabe for Pete Tucci and the Norwalk Bears. The rest of the lineup, Mike Gonzalez due up now, the first baseman. Mauro Ortiz is batting 5th and playing left. Ed O'Hara hits 6th and plays 3rd. Marco Montero is batting 7th and catching. Batting 8th is the second baseman, Tom Benincasa, and Max Berman hitting 9th and playing right field. So here is Gonzalez, right-handed hitter for the Bears, who are 1-1 on the year, and the pitch to him, he fouls it straight back, a good hack, no balls and a strike. So attacking early on, and that's not a bad idea because so often when a pitcher is struggling with his control, he just desperately wants to get something over the plate, sometimes a flat fastball, so Gonzalez decided to give it a ride, the 0-1. That's way upstairs into the backstop, but nobody moving with the bases loaded. A breaking ball that had no bite, 1 ball and 1 strike. You could see that pitch rolling out of Hazard's fingers. It just rolled away and stayed way high and went back to the backstop. Now the 1-1. Lifted foul and back behind us, 1-2. High fencing all the way around here, but the ball can get back. There is no screen covering these grandstands. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out, bases loaded. We're just getting underway at Cubeta. And the 1-2. Swung on and missed at a good hard fastball. That's a big out right there and 1 away. I mean, you can say, how can an out be that big in the first inning? But when your pitcher is struggling with control and he's walked 2 and hit 1, that's not a bad spot. Here's Mauro Ortiz, the left fielder, a right-handed hitter who will step in against the righty, John Hazard. Hazard, working from the windup, brings it home. Swung on and missed late on a fastball, 0-1. All of a sudden, the fastball has more pop. No balls and a strike, and room to roll the Titanic through right center. Fastball stays upstairs, 1-1. They are very much playing him to pull in center. 1-1. Misses away. 2 balls and a strike. 59 degrees at first pitch on a day for a game that we never thought would be this nice. 2-1. Lifted foul and behind the plate, 2-2. And another ball gets tossed back in. You know the drill by now. You can't keep the foul balls. You got to get them back in high school ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, bases loaded, no score, top of the first. The righty Ortiz waiting. Hazard brings it home, lifted foul on a breaking ball. That looked like it was a slider from this perspective. It stays 2-2. Hazard ready. So's Ortiz. The 2-2. Sliced foul again, back behind the cage again. We'll do it one more time. A lot of pitches in this inning. And a 2-2 pitch on the way. Bases loaded. Top of the first, no score. Here it comes. Breaking ball, called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Hazard, who's living dangerously. Bases loaded, 2 down for Ed O'Hara, the third baseman. A right-handed hitter takes a big hack outside of the batter's box. Now he steps in. And the third baseman waiting on the first pitch. Here it comes. Laid on a fastball, 0-1. Hazard has found something after struggling mightily with the first 3. The 0-1. Swung on and missed, and he's a pitch away from getting out of a huge pickle in the top of the first. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 out, no score, top of the first. Hazard straight up. Cranks it and brings it home. Lifted foul out of play, stays 0-2. Not trying to do anything fancy at this point. Hazard just trying to crank it and bring it home. So he'll do it again. No balls, 2 strikes with the bases loaded. They'll get their lead. Here it comes. Misses away. Bit of a tail to it, 1-2. And the pitch on the way to him. Just missed on a breaking ball on the inside part of the plate. Tried to backdoor him, 2-2. But a pretty pitch. That misses just low. Fastball 3-2. So all of a sudden, he's once again living dangerously. Nowhere to put him. And the pitch. Pulled to short. Grabbed there by Donahue. Goes to the bag. And the inning is over. 6-4 on the putout. Living dangerously. They get out of it. No runs, no hits, no errors. 3 left. Middle of the first here in Stamford. Norwalk 0. Trinity Catholic coming to bat. You're watching the FCIAC on the HAN Network.
It's time to come back to hometown banking, where people are taken into account, not just balances. Where community comes first. A place where there's more than one kind of interest. Where automation will never replace consideration. Where they not only know your name, they know your dog's name too. It's time to expect more. It's time to bank well. Bank smart. Bank local. Bank well.
I'm Kate Chaplinsky. Join us for Coffee Break, weekdays at 11 to get the latest Connecticut news, weather, high school sports, and more. News doesn't get any more local than on Coffee Break on the HAN Network.
Back at Cubeta Stadium in Stamford on a beautiful, all of a sudden, Monday afternoon with a bit of a breeze. Blowing from right to left, at least as of right now. Let's give you the starting lineup for the 1-1 Trinity Catholic Crusaders, coached by Tracy Nichols. Trey Donahue will lead things off. He is the shortstop, batting second. The center fielder, Dem Bernard, hitting third. The first baseman, Dylan Dane. John Patrizzi is batting fourth. He is the right fielder. Nico Mars hitting fifth, the designated hitter. Batting sixth, the pitcher, John Hazard. Mikey Riddle hits seventh, plays second. Matt McDonald hitting eighth and playing third, and batting ninth, the catcher, Dom Severchik. Had to double check the pronunciation a few times on Severchik. S-V-R-C-E-K. But John Hazard's parents were polite enough to explain the pronunciation, so we'll get by. Defensively for the Bears, Marco Montera will be behind the plate, but the defense sets with Mike Gonzalez at first, Tom Benincasa at second, Ed McCabe at short, Ed O'Hara at third. Mo Ortiz in left, Reed Singewald in center, and Max Bernard around and right. And the first pitch on the way from Isaac Keene is a called strike on the inside corner to Donahue, a right-handed hitter, 0-1. Plenty of room for him in right center field as they play him the pull. Keene showing the stirrups, brings it home. Breaking ball, dives in the dirt. Didn't get a piece of Donahue, so it's 1 ball and 1 strike. I was checking the wind. And they're trying to say it's only 1 mile per hour, but I have to be honest with you, it was a little bit stronger when it gusted just a moment ago. The 1-1 pitch on the way in a scoreless bottom of the first. Fastball, ran it low and in the dirt, 2 balls and a strike. Somebody has an unhappy car. I always check to see that it's mine. I don't know why. Whoever it is has got it resolved. Fortunately, not me. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out in the pitch. Fastball at the knees and a good shoot, 2-2. The sun darts in and out of some clouds, but beyond center field, it is blue skies smiling at me. The 2-2 pitch on the way, nobody out, scoreless game. Here it comes. Ran it low, 3-2. There is a press box here at Cubeta Stadium. Last time I worked in it was a long time ago. Payoff pitch on the way. Bounced right back to the mound, grabbed there by Keene. He sets and fires, 1 out. Nice play by the Bears pitcher. So 1 away for Dan Bernard, the center fielder. Last time I worked here, I believe it was 2000. I want to say 2002. It was a wild summer that I did as many games as I had in my career until the past couple of years. Here's Bernard. Fastball misses away, 1-0. But Stamford a few times hosted some national championships, and one of them was the senior Babe Ruth championship. Pulled to the left side, O'Hara down to a knee right near the grass, sets and fires, got him, 2 out. 2 away for Dylan Dane. And I believe that the town that won that championship, I want to say Weymouth, Texas, but I'd have to go back and look. The team was unofficially called Texas Tri-County, and they won the championship in that senior division of Babe Ruth baseball. And I had the call from that first base side press box. That was 14 years ago. Here's Dylan Dane, left-handed batter. He swings and fouls it straight back. No balls and a strike. Hopefully you got a great view of that from our quote-unquote home plate birdhouse camera angle. We've got a little cage hanging back there. No balls and a strike. To be sure, 14 years later, I'm still not working in the press box here. Here's the 0-1 on the way with 2 out. Just low. A ball and a strike. We are in the stands, just worked out better this way. Second row of the stands to be exact, just to the third base side of home plate. But it is a glorious view. Pitch on the way, that's low. Looked like a slider, 2-1. Of course, I glanced into the press box just for the heck of it before the game, and, well, all I could do was glance. The door was locked. So even if we wanted to be in there, we had to get it open somehow. Nobody on in the 2-1 pitch. Fastball on the inside corner, 2-2. Good snap on that fastball from Keene. John Hazard lived dangerously in the top of the first, but got out of it with no score. And that's where we sit in the last of the first. Here it comes. Line through the left side. That's a 2-out single for Dylan Dane. He just grabbed a fastball, went the opposite way, and it worked all the same. First hit of the ball game. It'll bring up John Patrizzi, the right fielder. He also will hit from the left-handed side with a runner on first, being held on by Mike Gonzalez at first. Waiting on deck is Nico Morse, the designated hitter. Working from the stretch now. Sets at the letters and brings it home. On the outside corner, a called strike, 0-1. Breeze has settled down a tad. Now you get a sense it's blowing to right. But it swaps around a bit. Flags in center field. Here it comes. Breaking ball, swung and a miss. Nice curve, 0-2. Good change of speed. American flag, Connecticut flag, and I believe the POW flag, if I can see them correctly, all out in center field. The 0-2 on the way. Misses outside. 1-2. So early in the season, so really hard to get a grip on who's doing what. Here it comes. Ran inside and hit him. So it's a dead ball. Dane to second. Patrizzi to first on the hit by pitch. And with 2 out, it'll bring up Nico Morse, the designated hitter. He too will hit from the left-hand side. So 3 straight left-handed batters for Tracy Nichols. Gonzalez, of course, will play behind the bag, as will O'Hara off the line at third. Looked like a breaking ball in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. Nicely blocked by Marco Montero, who's already shown he's one of the more adept catchers in the FCIAC. Takes a look over at Pete Tucci and company in the first base dugout. Pitch on the way, lifted foul and back to the screen. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out, no score, bottom of the first. Still lots of room in right center field despite Morse being a left-handed hitter. Hazard on deck. Check of the runners off first and second. Here it comes. Fouled right back to the screen, and boy, that almost got the camera. 1 and 2. And of course, that's, you know, Murphy's Law, or in our case, Hersom Law. Somebody's nice enough in the crowd to adjust the camera for us. Eric Gendron seems okay with that. A wry smile from the birthday boy. And the pitch on the way. Fouled right back to the screen again. Good battle here. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Last of the first, no score with runners off first and second. Already been, to be polite, an eventful first inning, with some folks still filing in to Cubeta. Righty-lefty matchup, here it comes. Breaking ball, bounced foul. We'll do it again. So, 1 ball, 2 strikes. We'll do it one more time. Keene takes a look. The lefty waits. The righty sets. Brings it home. Fastball swung on and missed. And the inning comes to an end. First strikeout for the right-hander. For Trinity Catholic, they get no runs, a hit. There was a hit batter. No errors. 2 men left on base. 5 stranded between the two in 1 inning of play after 1. Trinity Catholic nothing, Norwalk nothing. You're watching the FCIAC on the HAN network. On to the second inning we go. Rob Adams with you from Cubeta Stadium, and a called strike to Marco Montero. 0-1. He'll be followed by Tom Benincasa and Max Berman. That's That's fouled back, 0-2. The home plate umpire had made sure to have a conversation with both coaches, Tracy Nichols and Pete Tucci, because, well, we've actually impacted the game ever so slightly. I'll explain after the 0-2 pitch comes home from Hazard. Here it is, fastball, missed just a hair, 1-2. As I mentioned in the bottom of the first inning, we have this birdhouse angle camera. Here's the 1-2, swung on and missed. Tried to go down and grab it, couldn't do so. It's the third strikeout for Hazard, and there's one away in a scoreless second inning. Now Tom Benincasa, the second baseman, will step in. He'll hit from the right-handed side. So it's a camera behind home plate in what we're describing lovingly as a birdhouse. Well, it's in play. Here's Benincasa. Fastball misses upstairs, 1-0. So the umpires, they're fine with it being there, but they had to make a determination. Pass ball, wild pitch. Well, what happens if the ball hits it? It's a dead ball. So the HAN rule, in effect, swung on and missed at a high fastball, 1-1. In that first inning, Searles walked to lead off the game, followed by a hit by pitch to Singewald, and then McCabe walked as well. Swung and missed at a high fastball, 1-2. But he got out of the inning by striking out Gonzalez. Ortiz was caught looking, and O'Hara grounded back to the mound. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes, no score. Top of the second at Cubeta Stadium. Fastball got him swinging, 2 away. 4 out of the last 5 have now struck out, and 2 away for Max Berman. Berman, a right-handed hitter. Again, playing him the pull and the pitch. Fastball called strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Now the 0-1. At the knees, a called strike, 0-2. John Hazard had trouble in the first 3 batters, but boy, has he settled down nicely. The 0-2. Got him on the inside corner, a called strike, 3. 5 strikeouts for Hazard through 2. Middle of the second inning at Cubeta Stadium. No score. Trinity Catholic and Norwalk. You're watching the FCIAC on the HAN Network.
Had a sports injury or a slip and fall that needs immediate care? Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care gives you direct access to an orthopedic specialist fast without an appointment. Biking, golf, tennis, soccer, whatever the sports injury is, sprain or fracture, Coastal Ortho Express can help. Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care open Monday through Saturday in the iPark building at 761 Main Avenue in Norwalk, or go to coastalorthoexpress.com. That's coastalorthoexpress.com. Like them on Facebook.
Alberto Londano Professional Painting, Wallpapering, and Carpentry has been serving Fairfield County for over 20 years. Based in Norwalk, Alberto takes pride in his work by offering you only the best quality service and products. Call Alberto today to get a free estimate and be one step closer to a new and exciting home makeover. 203-866-9635.
Join the HAN Network and Make-A-Wish Connecticut to help make travel wishes come true for local kids with life-threatening medical conditions. Donate your unused airline miles to the HAN Network Wishes in Flight campaign. Together we can share the power of a wish.
On to the bottom of the second inning. John Hazard will lead things off. He's got a 1-0 count on him. And here it comes. There's a called strike. Inside part of the plate, little high, but at the letters, 1-1. Isaac Keene into his second inning of work. And the Norwalk righty ready to bring it home with a 1-1. It's on the way. Bounced foul back behind the plate, 1-2. Trinity Catholic in those yellow or gold tops with the green numbers outlined in white, that interlocking TC on the front with the uniform number on the front as well. Pitch. Curveball inside corner, down he goes. Second strikeout for Keene and 1 away. It'll bring up Mikey Riddle. He'll be followed by Matt McDonald. Riddle will hit from the right-handed side. Again, another player showing the stirrup socks, which is always the classic great look. And the pitch on the way to him. Breaking ball stays inside, 1-0. Those green, gold, and white striped stirrups showing the white sock underneath with the white pants as well. Those white cleats, pitch on the way. He swings and pulls it to the left side, grabbing it there at short as McCabe. He sets and fires, got him, 2 away. But you would not be wrong to look at those uniforms and say, well, that's kind of the inner Oakland A's look, and it's not far off when they wore the golds, that is. Pretty sharp with that green hat with the TC logo on it as well with the gold brim. Really sharp. So now 2 out for Matt McDonald, right-handed hitter. Curveball stays inside, 1-0. Norwalk continues to showcase this kind of brighter green that they have, that Norwalk in a script on the gray top and bottom. 1-0. Fastball called strike at the knees, 1-1. Gray hat, green brim with that N on it, but in the different color of green. Here's the 1-1. Curveball skips back behind Montero. 2 balls and a strike. Plus that little glance of that green field in the underarm area, riding down the side of the jersey in the green piping. Both look sharp. The 2-1. Short hopped by Montero, 3 balls and a strike. Taking a look at the standings, Wilton already 3-1 on the year, the defending champions. Now the 3-1, lifted foul and out of play, first base side. Sounded good off the bat, 3-2. 2 out, no score, bottom of the second at Cubeta Stadium. This will be Trinity Catholic's home, at least for this year, and they'll probably be back on campus next year. Payoff pitch. Fastball, low, ball 4. And always good to run hard down to first, but quickly recovered by Montero. So it's the first walk allowed. And it'll bring up Dom Severchik, the catcher. A right-handed hitter wearing number 2. Stepping in front of Keene in a scoreless second inning with 2 out. Working from the stretch, the high set. He brings it home and right back to the backstop. On to second goes McDonald, makes the turn, and he will hold there as Montero recovers it. It is a wild pitch. So a runner in scoring position now with 2 out for the second inning in a row. Severchik working with that open stance, waiting on a 1-0 fastball, short hop, 2 balls and no strikes. Time called as Montero wants to go out and get on the same page as Keene. We remind you, by the way, the nominees for the Athlete of the Week, the HAN FCIAC Athlete of the Week for Week 1 of the spring season. It is online at han.network, and you can vote for the Athlete of the Week. We certainly will talk about it more on Nutmeg Sports tomorrow at 2, which will be a very good show, if I do say so myself. The 2-0 misses low with a fastball, 3-0. Not every day that you can say you will have on the official historian for Major League Baseball, but we will do so on tomorrow's program. Now the 3-0. A room service strike, 3-1. John Thorne will join Donald Eng and I tomorrow. There's a local angle to a big piece of baseball history, if you haven't read about it. 3-1. Low ball 4, he put him on. Second straight walk. So with 2 out, back to the top of the order, and Trey Donahue, he's 0 for 1, grounded to the mound his first time. I'll try to give you the genesis of how John Thorne will be on the show tomorrow, how that all came to be. But look at the runners and the pitch on the way. He sends it down the right line, and it's foul. Down first baseline, no balls and a strike. If you haven't heard, the news broke last week, and this has been going on for a while, that there is a Doc Adams, no relation to me apparently, but I'm still not surprised, that he might be truly the founding father of modern-day baseball. There's still a local angle to this. The set and the 0-1 on the way. In the dirt, stopped by Montero, runners stay put, 1-1. Tim Murphy, the excellent editor of the Wilton Bulletin and the Ridgefield Press, called me yesterday. He said, guess what? That Doc Adams, he lived in Ridgefield. Bingo, we've got a local angle. Want to get John Thorne for Nutmeg Sports? I said, oh yeah, we do. Pitch on the way. Lifted high and foul off first, giving it a look. Gonzalez goes over toward the stands, and it's well out of play, a good 8 rows up. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Runners off first and second, bottom of the second at Cubeta Stadium, and no score. Plenty of seating here that stretches from just about, let's say, 10 feet from where I'm sitting to my left, all the way down the right field line. Thus, it can hold some national championship type things. The 1-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and the inning comes to an end. That is strikeout number 3 for Isaac Keene for Trinity Catholic. In the home half of the second, they get no runs, no hits, with 2 walks, no errors, and 2 left. They've stranded 4 through 2. 2 gone here in Stamford. Norwalk nothing, Trinity Catholic nothing. You're watching the FCIAC on the HAN Network.
Walter Stewart's Market in New Canaan is your time-saving local shopping destination for the best of spring. Find many of your favorite products, from great specials on everyday items to the freshest organic produce, artisanal cheeses, and grass-fed steaks. Drop off your knives to be sharpened, grab a beautiful bouquet of spring flowers, and stop in next door for a wine tasting. Plus, their personable staff is always ready to lend a helping hand. So stop in to Walter Stewart's Market, 229 Elm Street today, or shop online at stewartsmarket.com.
Hi, I'm Rob Adams with my good friend Donald Eng, and we're the home team for Nutmeg Sports, Monday through Wednesday at 2 o'clock right here on the HAN Network. We are the place for all things Connecticut sports, so come hang out with us on Nutmeg Sports. Don? They don't call him the best color man in the game for nothing. Nutmeg Sports, 2 o'clock, Monday through Wednesday right here on the HAN Network. Top of the third coming up from Cubeta Stadium in Stamford. Rob Adams along with a whole crew on hand. Eric Gendron directing, A.J. Simonowski, Dan Gardella, John Kovach, Josh Fisher, Marty Hersom, and Ruby the Corgi. All part of our crew here just outside of JM Wright Tech, which is beyond the left field fence, stretching into center field, and kind of a glance at downtown Stamford beyond center field as well. Some of the apartment buildings lingering down there. For the HAN Network, or HAN Radio, or Hersom Acorn Radio, this is the first baseball game we've done in the city of Stamford. This now being our 3rd season. And it's certainly thrilling. Baseball presents more of a challenge for us to get out and broadcast the games because of the facilities we need. To the third. And a pitch misses low, 1-0. No score. And Searles waiting on a 1-0. That's low. 2 balls and no strikes. Searles will be followed by Singewald and McCabe in the Norwalk third. Norwalk and Trinity Catholic scoreless at Cubeta. 2-0. Fastball low. 3-0. Searles walked his first time. Again, I promised you athletes of the week, and I'll try to run them down for you. 3-0. Called strike. 3-1. The male athletes, and again, you can learn all about them at, as is pushed to the right side and through for a base hit. Searles with the first base hit of the afternoon as it slips away and right, and he'll move to second on the error. So single and E9, and it's a runner on second and nobody out. He just went with the pitch, did Searles. The first hit for Norwalk. Pushed it through the right side, through the hole of Riddle and Dane, but Patrizzi had trouble handling it in right. So it's a leadoff man in scoring position for Reed Singlewald, who was hit by a pitch his first time. Left-handed batter. Hazard brings it home. This also to first, diving stop, and up to the bag goes Dane. Moving to third is Searles, so it's an effective out, a loud out to be sure, and 3 unassisted, 1 away. He pulled it. Dane went down onto his belly, snagged it, stood up, and went to the bag. 1 down and a runner at third for Ed McCabe. First ball swinging in that case. Pitch to McCabe. Misses away, 1-0. Nominees for Male Athlete of the Week are Danny Hoffman of Trumbull Lacrosse, Andrew Matthews of Brian McMahon Baseball, fouled back to the screen, 1-1. Drew Morris of New Canaan Lacrosse, Tony DePreta of Stamford Lacrosse, John Natoli of Fairfield Ward Baseball, Harrison Koch of Wilton Lacrosse, pitch on the way, breaking ball upstairs, 2-1. Kevin Lindley of Darien Lacrosse, Tim Herget of Darien Volleyball, John McDonald of Wilton Baseball, and Michael Reel of Staples Lacrosse. That misses. 3-1. Three-one pitch, runs inside, ball 4. He had a base to work with, although I don't think you necessarily want to put McCabe on in exchange for Mike Gonzalez, unless you're going to walk him too. McCabe walked his first time, so he's walked twice. Now Gonzalez, who struck out. Runners at first and third. Infield back. They'll give up the run. Though Dane holding the runner on at first. Runner goes. They will not even throw down. Defensive indifference as sliding in safely was McCabe. Of course, depending on the coach, they are inclined to tell you that's a straight stolen base for the runner McCabe. That misses, ball 2. And I can be fair about such things, but Severchik showed me no sign of throwing to second. 2 balls, no strikes. Breaking ball on the inside corner, 2-1. I owe you the Female Athlete of the Week nominees. But here we've got a 2-1 in a scoreless game. Fastball fouled back, 2-2. Searles off third. McCabe now off second as a result of the stolen base, and an open base with Mo Ortiz on deck. 1 out, third inning. Gonzalez, right-handed hitter, with the brace on the left ankle. Here it comes. That runs up and in. 3-2. I suppose more of a guard than a brace, but still. It's on that front leg. The set and the payoff. And a high fly ball to right. Settling under it is Patrizzi. He makes the catch, he throws. Bounces on the infield, and no advance by Searles at third. 2 away. The throw came into Dane. Dane had to play it kind of off his body. He would have needed to wheel and throw to get the runner from third. Would have been an interesting play. Second and third now, and 2 out for Mo Ortiz, who's 0 for 1. A strikeout victim back in the first. He takes a fastball away, 1-0. Kateri Martin of Darien Girls Tennis, Nicole Williams of St. Joseph's Softball, Maddie Burns of Ridgefield Lacrosse, Campbell Armstrong of New Canaan Lacrosse among the nominees. More in a moment. That's a called strike, 1-1. Laura Murphy of Darien Lacrosse, Erica De La Garrigue of Fairfield Ward Golf, Regan Steed of Fairfield Ludlow Lacrosse, Kate Romanchik of Trumbull Track and Field. Swung in and bounced at the plate, 1-2. Jen Krupa of Stamford Lacrosse, and Gabby Catino of Norwalk Softball. Those are your Athlete of the Week nominees for Week 1. Go vote for them at HAN.network. The 1-2, fastball fouled back. Stays 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. May have a few scores to bounce off you in a moment. Pitch on the way. Tried to check his swing on a breaking ball, and down he goes. The tag applied, but the inning is over. Strikeout number 6 now for John Hazard, and we've got 2.5 in the books. As Trinity Catholic strands 2 more, we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning in Stamford. Norwalk nothing, Trinity Catholic nothing. You're watching the FCIAC on the HAN Network.
You are watching the HAN Network, and you're not alone. Nearly 500,000 viewers enjoyed our broadcasts in the first 5 months. Advertise on the network that reaches Fairfield County, Connecticut's most engaged audience. Contact Jessica Murrin, Advertising Director, at 203-273-7312 or email jessica@han.network.
Bottom of the 3rd inning from Cubeta Stadium in Stamford. Dan Bernard, Dylan Dane, and John Patrizzi due up for Tracy Nichols and the Trinity Catholic Crusaders. Isaac Keene will climb the hill again and get going on inning number 3. Each team has a hit. Greenwich is up on St. Joseph 2-1 through 2 innings of play. Tried to check his swing, and he went around. No balls and a strike. Bernard is 0 for 1. He grounded to 3rd his first time. Lots of room in right center field. Helicopter overhead in the 0-1. Breaking ball stays inside and low, 1-1. Stamford Hospital not too far away, of course. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball served to the right side. Waiting Gonzalez, he'll take it, indicates, grabs to the bag, 1 out. Just a knuckleball to the right side, and it'll bring up Dylan Dane, who singled his first time. Trinity Catholic has stranded 4 through 2, while Norwalk has stranded 5. Each team 1-1 on the year. Dane, left-handed batter, crouches down in that left-handed batter's box, and he takes a breaking ball in the outside corner, 0-1. No balls and a strike. No score. Each team has put runners in scoring position and threatened, but nobody has been able to convert. The 0-1 took something off of it, and he went around 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. No score, last of the 3rd. Nobody on. And he brings it home. Stays upstairs, 1-2. Nice form from Keene as he climbs back on the rubber. Stands center. Holds the glove out in front of him as he gets a sign from Montero. Time called. Sun has disappeared behind the clouds for a little bit, so it gets just a touch colder here, but not to complain. That's in the dirt, 2-2. Wouldn't do us any good to complain anyway. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 59 degrees though, very comfortable. Here it comes. That runs inside, held onto it a touch long, 3-2. This will be his 53rd pitch of the afternoon, and it'll be a payoff pitch with 1 out and nobody on. Down the left field line, that's a fair ball and a base hit. He will round first and hold right there as it's retrieved by Ortiz, and a strong throw back to the infield, so Dylan Dane is 2 for 2. 1 on and 1 out for John Patrizzi, who was hit by a pitch his first time. Left-handed batter. With a runner off first now and 1 man out. Throws, and it's in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. Wind begins to pick up again, swirling around, now heading toward left. As a few Brian McMahon Senators have made their way into Cubeta. The set in the 1-0. That's in the dirt, blocked by Montero. 2 balls and no strikes. If you need a reminder, they call it the tools of ignorance for a good reason. That's what a catcher wears, the tools of ignorance. For Trinity Catholic on the season, they opened the season with a 3-0 loss at Meade Park on Wednesday the 6th to New Canaan. They played Saturday and they beat Career Magnet 3-1 at West Rock Park. They've got Fairfield Ward on Wednesday and Stratford out of conference on Friday before opening what would be the FCIAC season against New Canaan. That would be next Monday. For Norwalk, they, of course, as we know, opened the season with a 3-1 loss to Brian McMahon. They beat Bethel last Wednesday 6-1. They've been off since. They've got Danbury on Wednesday and Stamford on Friday back here just outside of Boyle Stadium. You would never complain if you said move all Stamford baseball games to this facility, though. My goodness. Waiting on a 2-0. Outside 3-0. So living dangerously in a scoreless game now in the third. And keep in mind, this is a game that threw first pitch at 3:59. Fastball misses, ball 4. So runners on first and second and 1 man out. That's the second walk allowed by Keene. He's also hit 1. And with time called, here comes Pete Tucci, and he's going to make a pitching change. Because this will be the second trip to the mound, so this will come with 1 out in the third. We'll get all the details as we come back. Pitching change with 1 out and 2 on in the third, no score. You're watching the FCIAC on the HAN Network.
A Better View Window Cleaning Plus has been cleaning glass all over Connecticut for over 20 years. They also specialize in cleaning chandeliers, mirrors, skylights, tiles, and will power wash anything that needs cleaning. They hold an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and are fully insured and bonded. When you deal with the Better View, you're dealing with the best, not the rest. Call today for a free estimate, 203-284-8836, or visit them online, abetterviewcleaning.com.
Can't wait for it to get warmer so you can start fishing again? Get over to the Dock Shop, where they have the latest in fishing tackle, marine electronics, boating supplies, and more. But remember, the Dock Shop isn't your average tackle shop. You'll also find the finest selection of nautical apparel, jewelry, home decor, and gifts in New England. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport, dockshop.com.
Join the HAN Network and Make-A-Wish Connecticut to help make travel wishes come true for local kids with life-threatening medical conditions. Donate your unused airline miles to the HAN Network Wishes in Flight campaign. Over 70% of wishes granted involve travel, and your unused airline miles can help make kids' dreams become a reality. Plus, once you donate your miles to Make-A-Wish, they will never expire. Donate your unused miles and help the HAN Network share the power of a wish.
I'm Denise DiGregoli, the host of The Drive on the HAN Network. Join me Tuesdays for some motivational, intelligent talk with a little...
Left-handed Ryan Searles is the new pitcher, and he brings his first pitch home with a fastball called strike, 0-1 to Nico Morse. Morse struck out in the first. Sets high at the letters and brings it home. Slider on the outside corner, 0-2. That pitch was a dart that tailed. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, no score. Runners off first and second in a lefty-lefty matchup. And the set in the 0-2. Swung on and missed, and down he goes. For a moment, I thought maybe there was an indication that he got a piece of it, but not the case. He took a look, and he walks away. So now 2 down for John Hazard. Trying to strand the 2 runners on base that are the responsibility of Isaac Keene. Keene went 2 1/3, allowed a hit, walk 2, hit 1, struck out 3, and a wild pitch. And a fastball called strike to Hazard, 0-1. He struck out to start the second. Runners off first and second, and he brings it home. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did. 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. 2 out, bottom of the third. No score, Trinity Catholic and Norwalk. And the 0-2 with 2 on. Bounce to the third base side of the mound. It rolls foul. Searles went and played it. It'll stay 0-2. The book can close on Isaac Keene after this pitch, possibly. But we've got to do it all over again. Hazard will step back in. Taps the plate and ready. Again, it'll be an 0-2 pitch on the way. Working from the letters. Upstairs. Check the swing, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 out, 2 on. The check and the pitch. Breaking ball, just missed inside. That pitch had some movement on it. It's 2-2. Each team at 1-1. And now the 2-2. Again, a wicked breaking ball, but in the dirt and blocked by Montero. So the count runs full with Mikey Riddle on deck. A long screen surrounds the fencing here at Cubeta, stretches all the way around. Now the 3-2. Upstairs, ball 4. So first walk allowed by Searles. It'll bring up Mikey Riddle as everyone moves up 90. That's just a chain link fence out there, but it's got that covering on it, and it does say in red letters, Cubeta Stadium outlined in white in left center field. You know, back in the day, a pitcher got on base, you'd run the old windbreaker out to him, one of those. You can still see Tom Seaver in the big blue Mets warm-up jacket. Well, they ran a pullover out to Hazard to keep him warm. Don't ever let it be said I don't say something kind about the Mets. Now Riddle. Grounded to short his first time, and he takes a called strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. That's on the inside corner, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded, no score, bottom of the third. And Mikey Riddle with an opportunity to break things over. Ryan Searles trying to break things down. Time called. So we'll do it again. If you overhear a dog kind of yipping from time to time, that would be Ruby. Here it comes. Bounce to the left side, foul, third base side, right over to about 3 feet from the Trinity Catholic dugout. And they are dugouts here. True dugout meaning dug into the dirt. So many dugouts are at grade level. Bounce to the right side, waiting Gonzalez. He will step on the bag, and the inning comes to an end. 3 unassisted on the putout. Down go the Crusaders in the home half of the third. They get no runs, a hit, 2 walks, no errors, and they strand 3. 7 stranded for the Crusaders. Through 3, no score. You're watching the FCIAC on the HAN Network.
At the Sylvan Learning Center of Darien, experienced teachers and personalized academic support equals superior results. Our certified teachers uncover skill gaps, address specific needs, and help students realize greater academic success and increased confidence. We're enrolling now. Individualized after-school tutoring in reading, math, history, elementary math, algebra, geometry, calculus, high school science, and study skills. For a free consultation, call 203-655-3276 or email gmcsylvan@gmail.com.
Huh. All right, let's see. Back we go for inning number 4. Ed O'Hara, Marco Montero, Tom Benincasa. Still, as HAN Network, of course, is a news organization and started with newspapers first and foremost, news is still a factor around these parts. So I was trying to process a text I just got about some news that has come across. And I'll try to get it to you, disseminate it as we say, as this is lifted high and foul and out of play by O'Hara. 0-1. He is 0-4-1, grounded to short his first time. No balls and a strike. No score, 4th inning. Breaking ball on the inside corner, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, no on, 4th inning, here it comes. Served foul, slicing first base side and well out of play, and it stays 0-2. O'Hara in an 0-2 hole, waiting on it. Hazard taking a look. This will be Hazard's 69th pitch of the afternoon. Both pitchers have scuffled, to say the least. But zeros remain on the scoreboard, at least on this one, not on the electric one in right. Fastball pops upstairs, 1-2. They have not turned that scoreboard on, and to my knowledge, never did open the press box. The 1-2. Curveball, tried to fight it off. It's dropped at the plate. The throw down to first. They will get him. So a swinging strikeout and 2-3 on the putout, 1 away. That's strikeout number 7 for John Hazard. And it'll bring up Marco Montero, who struck out to start the 2nd inning. In short, Darien police received a 911 call reporting a contractor injured as a result of an apparent fall at a single-family residence under construction on Nearwater Lane. That's the beginning of the story as Montero swings and misses. No balls and a strike. The male was transported to Stamford Hospital by Darien EMS, where he was pronounced dead. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball stays inside, 1-1. So there will be much more on that, of course, at DarienTimes.com. The identity of the victim is being withheld. So sad story there. Fastball misses inside, 2-1. Again, it's sports. We're supposed to be having some fun, and we do, as he swings and misses at a fastball, 2-2. But still the responsibility of a news organization, and I work with some of the most wonderful journalists, and I'm proud to call them all colleagues and friends. Here's the 2-2. Fastball called strike 3. He's struck out 8 now, and there are 2 away. 2 down now for Tom Benincasa. In fact, our editorial director, John Kovach, running a camera this afternoon. And I know John very proud of all the editors and reporters that work in this organization. Benincasa 0-for-1, a strikeout victim in the 2nd. Fastball upstairs, 1-0. Benincasa struck out in the 2nd. Fastball, good, hard strike, 1-1. You would not believe this is the same pitcher who struggled so mightily back in the 1st. That misses inside, 2 balls and a strike. Obviously, strikeouts will run up the pitch count. So he is getting close to 80. And we're in the 4th, no score. Fastball misses, 3-1. And in fact, I believe this is going to be pitch number 80. And he swings and misses, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Lacrosse tomorrow, Greenwich and Ridgefield. And the 3-2. Swung on and missed. Struck out the side again. He has struck out 9. And the top of the fourth comes to an end. Nothing across for the Bears. Middle of the fourth inning in Stamford. Norwalk nothing, Trinity Catholic nothing. You're watching the FCIAC on the HAN network.
For more than 50 years, SSS has been Fairfield County's expert service for carpet, upholstery, and drapery cleaning. We provide the best in repairs and in-depth restoration, understanding fabrics and how to properly clean and restore them. Our staff will come to your home to clean your wall-to-wall carpet to perfection. We can also pick up your fine carpets and bring them to our facilities. With locations in Norwalk, Stamford, and Stratford, SSS will get the job done fast, big or small. At SSS, you can count on our people as well as our cleaning. Find us at SSSclean.com or 203-847-8000.
I'm Denise DiGregoli, the host of The Drive on the HAN network. Join me Tuesdays for some motivational, intelligent talk with a little humor as we visit with people who live their lives mindfully. Tune in to The Drive live on Tuesdays, 12:30, here on the HAN network.
Moving now on to the bottom of the fourth inning. Matt McDonald will lead things off. Be followed by Dom Severchik. And then to the top of the order, Trey Donahue. I'm Rob Adams. Fourth inning, no score. Pitch is fouled off, 0-1. McDonald walked, went to second on a wild pitch. He swings and misses here late on a fastball, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Ryan Searles on in relief, and he brings it home. Swung on and missed, and down he goes. Second strikeout for Searles. One away here in the Crusader fourth. It'll bring up Severchik, who is 0 for 0. He walked his first time. Right-handed hitter. In a scoreless game as we're in the fourth. And a lefty brings it home to the righty. Fastball upstairs, 1-0. We've told you it's a scoreless game many times, of course, but it has been a rather eventful scoreless game. Pitch on the way. He swings, and a soft liner is going to drop into right field for a 1-out hit. So the catcher on at first with 1 out. That's hit number 3 for the Crusaders, and it'll loop back around to the top of the order, and Trey Donahue, who's 0 for 2, grounded back to the mound and struck out. Another lefty-righty matchup as Donahue awaits at home plate with a runner off first. Fastball upstairs, 1-0. Told you lacrosse tomorrow, baseball Wednesday, as we're at Staples High School on Wednesday. Very excited to go there as well. There are some really nice places to watch baseball in the conference. Pitch misses upstairs, 2-0. This, of course, likely just a one-year thing for high school baseball at Cubeta, but still great to have it here. The set in the 2-0. Fastball bounced down to first and foul. As Gonzalez goes and gives it a look, it's 2-1.
Hey, come on, Trey.
2 balls, 1 strike. Runner off first, scoreless game. Here's the set. Now a throw to first. Not the best move by Searles, just took a look. And you could hear somebody on the Trinity Catholic bench saying probably not as good one. And that's always the truth, especially with a left-handed pitcher. They've got their A move for sure. That was not it, I would imagine. He brings it home, runner goes, he's late on a fastball, throw to second is in plenty of time, dives in head first and he's out. Strong throw. 2-6 on the caught stealing, and there's 2 away. And it will be a 2-2 pitch when we resume. A cannon from Montero. Gets rid of his counterpart, Severchik. And now a 2-2 pitch in the bottom of the fourth with 2 out and nobody on. And he brings it home. Pulled the third. Down goes O'Hara. Sets and throws. Got him by plenty in the inning. Comes to an end. So after all that, nothing cooking, no runs, a hit, no errors, and ultimately nobody left on base. 4 gone at Cubeta Stadium in Stamford. Trinity Catholic, nothing. Norwalk, nothing. We've got a good one. You're watching the FCIAC on the HAN Network.
For over 25 years, Mike Cizik Painting and Wallpapering has been the name to know for residential and commercial properties in Fairfield County. He uses only the top brands, including Benjamin Moore, for impeccable preparation and lasting quality. Call Mike now and receive $500 off any job over $7,000. Mike is currently accepting reservations for spring, so call him today at 203-770-8869 or 203-972-3310. For your custom painting, finishing, and staining needs, it's Mike Cizik.
Join the HAN Network and Make-A-Wish Connecticut to help make travel wishes come true for local kids with life-threatening medical conditions. Donate your unused airline miles to the HAN Network Wishes in Flight campaign. Together we can share the power of a wish.
Welcome back to Stamford. We move now to the 5th inning. Berman, Searles, Singlewald due up for Pitucci and the Norwalk Bears. This is a day in which we didn't think we would see such nice weather, but here we go to the 5th, and overall some puffy clouds overhead, but nothing to complain about. A little bit of hesitation. Severchik had to step out for a second. Now he climbs back behind the plate with 1 warm-up pitch still to be thrown. John Farrell was behind the plate warming up Hazard. Then we get ready to climb into the 5th inning. No runs, 1 hit for Norwalk. No runs on 3 hits for Trinity Catholic. Here's Berman, 0 for 1, struck out in the 2nd. He takes a fastball inside, 1-0. You know you're not hitting a target when your catcher is reaching like that, and Severchik had to reach well to his left. 1-0, fastball low, 2 balls and no strikes. Now the 2-0, that's low and in the dirt, 3-0. 3-0, catches the inside corner, 3-1 with a fastball. We mentioned Greenwich and Ridgefield tomorrow in boys lacrosse. That is a 6:15 start up the line at Tiger Hollow. We'll turn the lights on, pitch on the way, slashed foul and out of play, 3-2. Then Wednesday, Stamford and Staples at 4 o'clock. And I mentioned a lot to like about the Stamford baseball field setup. Pulled foul with the clank of the metal bat, 3-2. The parking lot and the access road overlook it with a little plaza just to look over the first base dugout onto the field. That'll likely be where we will be set up. Payoff pitch. Upstairs, but he swung on and missed, and it's strikeout number 10 for John Hazard. 1 down, and back to the top of the order for Ryan Searles, who has walked and singled, went to second on an error. Searles has been on third base twice in this game, but much like everyone else in the ball game, has yet to touch home plate. He's a right-handed hitter, and Hazard brings it home, and he swings and lifts it to right center field. Roaming over into his tracks to make the catch is Bernard, 2 out. He hit it and hit it well. That was more in center field than I realized. 2 down for Singlewald, who was hit by a pitch and grounded to first. Of course, Staples High School also has the Blue Monster out and left. High fence, short porch. Pitch on the way. Swings and misses to Singlewald, 0-1. Should anyone reach, Ed McCabe would be next. He has yet to have an official at bat. He's walked twice. He swings and a high fly ball off third and a foul. Easy to lose the ball up in that sky, and of course sitting in these stands can make for an interesting look upward. Here's the 0-2. Didn't offer at it. You saw him cock the arm, but did not go for it. 1-2. Now the 1-2 catches the outside corner. Singlewald takes a long look at the home plate umpire, but that is strikeout number 11 for John Hazard, who is chucking out there through 4.5 now at Cubeta Stadium. Norwalk nothing, Trinity Catholic nothing. Come back for the bottom of the 5th right after this. You're watching the FCIAC on the HAN Network.
It's time to come back to hometown banking, where people are taken into account, not just balances. Where community comes first. A place where there's more than one kind of interest. Where automation will never replace consideration. Where they not only know your name, they know your dog's name too. It's time to expect more. It's time to bank well. Bank smart. Bank local. Bank well.
I'm Kate Chaplinsky. Join us for Coffee Break, weekdays at 11 to get the latest Connecticut news, weather, high school sports, and more. News doesn't get any more local than on Coffee Break on the HAN Network.
On to the bottom of the 5th we go. Dan Bernard will lead things off. He's 0 for 2, grounded to third and grounded to first. Dylan Dane on deck. He's 2 for 2, followed by John Patrizzi. He's been on base twice. With our entire crew at Cubeta Stadium, beautiful Scalzi Park, Stamford, I'm Rob Adams. Happy you decided to spend part of your Monday afternoon with us. It is an unexpected surprise, as I mentioned, to even be here today. It was expected to be a rainy day, but that rain seems like it will hold out until tonight and mostly be tomorrow now. But with lacrosse, not a problem for the HAN Network crew. Certainly don't want the cameras to get wet, but beyond that, the game will be played. On to the last of the 5th. Bernard, right-handed hitter, open stance, and he takes a pitch upstairs. It's a called strike at the letters, 0-1. As our friends from Brian McMahon walk by wearing some of the best hats in the FCIAC, the 0-1. Fastball misses upstairs, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch on the way. Fastball at the knees, just missed inside. 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now the pitch from the lefty. Fastball, bounced back to the mound. He reached for it, charging over. They grab it at short. The throw to first in time. McCabe had to charge over and grab it. It's a beauty of a play. It'll look a lot better. It won't look exciting in the scorecard, but it'll certainly look good on Eric Gendron's screen as he shows it to you. What a beauty. 6-3 on the putout and 1 down. What happened was the momentum of Searles carried him to the third base side. Of course, he's a lefty, so that momentum's going to carry him to third base side. Here's Dylan Dane, who's 2 for 2, and he takes a breaking ball called strike, 0-1. So as his momentum carried him, the ball went to the first base side of the mound. He reached, couldn't play it, so it just kind of bounced there for McCabe to make the nifty play. The 0-1. Breaking ball called strike, 0-2. He's got the curve working now. But on the scorecard, it's 6-3. That's it. No balls, 2 strikes. And it's amazing the number of people who don't know how to keep score. Fastball upstairs, 1-2. I was explaining that to somebody the other day, what a 6-3 means. 6 is the number of the position of the shortstop. 3 is the first baseman. That's it. The 1-2. Breaking ball stays high, didn't bite, 2-2. Well, they've had a fun opening day at Fenway Park, but Red Sox fans aren't going to be so happy with the result right now. Bottom of the 9th, and it's 9-6 Baltimore on top of the Hub hometown team. The 2-2. Breaking ball missed. A good, hard, tight slider. It's 3-2. The director not pleased with the information I'm passing along, as in Red Sox losing on their home opener in the Boston Fens. 3-2 with one out. Fastball lined over third. It's a base hit. Just a soft liner. O'Hara never had a chance on it. It drops into left field, played by Ortiz, and it's a one-out hit. Hit number 4 for the Crusaders now, and it'll bring up John Patrizzi, who has been hit by a pitch and walked. A couple of other quick major league scores before we take a look at the high school scoreboard. San Diego leading Philadelphia 4-3, bottom of the 7th. That is at Citizens Bank Ballpark. White Sox lead Minnesota 1-0 at Target Field. Fastball misses upstairs 1-0. They're in the top of the 4th at Target Field. And also, St. Louis at Busch Stadium up 5-0 on Milwaukee, bottom of the 3rd. Here it's no score, bottom of the 5th, and a runner off first. Slider on the outside corner, 1-1. Nico Morse on deck. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. Couldn't get around. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the set by Searles at the letters. Takes a look at the runner off first. A breaking ball is sliced foul, third base side. And everybody looks and everybody waits for that clank. Did it hit the fence? Did it hit the car? Clank if it hit off my noggin. Any of the above. Now the 1-2. Got him, and there's 2 out. Third strikeout now for Searles, 2 away. It'll bring up Nico Morse. Morse has what you call in baseball parlance a pair of kings, 2 strikeouts, 2 Ks on your scorecard. Left-handed batter with a runner off first. He swings and hits it right over my head had the fence not been in the way. No balls and a strike. That's where we're positioned here today. That's a beautiful view. No balls, 1 strike. No score, bottom of the 5th. Runner off first and a good off-speed curveball, but that misses 1-1. Greenwich and St. Joseph tied at 2 as they go into the bottom of the 5th. Here, we have a 1-1. Bounced right back to the mound. Searles underhands, grabs, throws to first in time, and the inning comes to an end. Crowd applauding, appreciative, and nothing across with a hit and a runner left on base. We're through 5 in a good one at Cubeta Stadium. Trinity Catholic, nothing. Norwalk, nothing. 6th inning right after this. You're watching the FCIAC on the HAN Network.
Had a sports injury or a slip and fall that needs immediate care? Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care gives you direct access to an orthopedic specialist fast without an appointment. Biking, golf, tennis, soccer, whatever the sports injury is, sprain or fracture, Coastal Ortho Express can help. Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care open Monday through Saturday in the iPark building at 761 Main Avenue in Norwalk, or go to coastalorthoexpress.com. That's coastalorthoexpress.com. Like them on Facebook.
I'm John Kovach. I'm a newspaper editor. I'm a high school football coach. I'm a television presenter. And I want you to love fishing as much as I do. Tune in to Yankee Fisherman, Thursdays at 1 on the HAN Network. It's like going to the tackle shop without leaving your office.
As we head now into inning number 6, and John Hazard has allowed no runs on 1 base hit. He has also struck out 11. The problems were in the 1st and 3rd inning. He walked 2, hit 1 in the 1st, and then he walked 1 and allowed a hit in the 3rd. That's been about it. He'll face Ed McCabe, Mike Gonzalez, and Mo Ortiz here in the top of the 6th inning in a scoreless game. But on the other side, first Isaac Keenan, now Ryan Searles have kept things at bay. So on to the 6th. Here's McCabe, right-handed hitter. Fastball misses low, 1 ball and no strikes. I just retweeted a picture sent by the Darien Athletic Foundation that went to our buddy Scott Erickson, the 1-0. is a called strike at the letters, 1-1. This might be the winner of the best-looking uniform so far this season. It's not bad. Pitch on the way, late on a fastball. He swung on and missed, 1-2. It's Darienne's alternate home uniforms. It's a lot of light blue. The 1-2. Misses away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. If you grew up in the 70s or in the 80s, you know light blue was all the rage. The 2-2. Pinballs around harmlessly, but into the stands. Everybody seems to be okay. It stays 2-2. But that bounced off so many pieces of equipment before it ricocheted back into the grandstands. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So there's white pants with a blue top, a light blue, white Darien script. Breaking ball, called strike 3. It is dropped. Picked up now. McCabe starts toward first, and the throw down is strikeout number 12 with 2-3 on the putout and 1 away. It'll bring up Mike Gonzalez, who's 0 for 2, a strikeout, and he flied to right. So anyway, go take a look on Twitter. You can follow me at Double5. You can follow all of us at HAN Network CT. And those are uniforms worth checking out. Certainly a flashback. Here's Mike Gonzalez. He waits. Fastball misses up. 1-0. Starting to look now to the bottom of the 6th inning. Riddle, Gonzalez, and Severchik due up for the Crusaders as Gonzalez skies one, foul and out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. I catch the eye of Josh Fisher. He had the ball in his sights, so I figured once he saw it, my noggin was safe. The 1-1. He swings in a high fly ball to right, way back, and tracking it and making the catch in right is Patrizzi. 2 out. Gonzalez hit it a ton as he went down and golfed it. So 2 away. And that'll bring up Ortiz. He struck out in the 1st and was caught sleeping in the 3rd. That was not an easy ball for Patrizzi to play. Pitches a fastball called strike on the outer half, 0-1 with Ed O'Hara on deck. As Hazard brings a breaking ball home that spins out of the glove of his catcher Severchik. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 misses away. 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Misses inside, 3-1. Now the 3-1. Fastball's a called strike, 3-2. Ortiz tried to sell it. Let's see what Hazard, working quickly, goes with on the payoff. Fastball misses away, ball 4. Ortiz kind of jogs down to first, but again, remember, and you can see it certainly if you're watching on the HAN network, as that is walk number 4 allowed by Ortiz. He had retired 11 in a row. There is some room behind home plate. There is no backstop in that it's not a cage. There is a backstop straight back, and it's not a lot of room straight behind home plate, but if it bounces around, the ball will get away. So now O'Hara grounded to short and struck out. Throw to first and back safely with a head-first slide is Ortiz. Top of the 6th, no score, 2 out. Set at the letters. Throw over to first again. Swipe tag by Dane, but back safely, Ortiz. Still waiting on the first pitch. Here it comes. He swings and lifts a fly ball out of play. That'll go a few rows into those first base bleachers. 0-1. No balls and a strike. A look over at first from Hazard. Here it comes. Bounces around and down to second without a throw. That is a stolen base for Ortiz. The Red Sox have climbed back to 9-7, bottom of the ninth at Fenway. Here we're waiting on a pitch that is low. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. Fastball called strike at the letters, 2-2. Mets in action later on against the Marlins. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No score, 6th inning. Just lifts it to right as he lunged for it. Patrizzi waiting in his tracks, puts it away, and the inning comes to an end. So the drama continues to build here at Cubeta Stadium. No runs, no hits, a walk, no errors, 1 left. Norwalk is stranded 6 through 5.5 at Cubeta Stadium. Norwalk nothing, Trinity Catholic nothing. You're watching the FCIAC on the HAN Network.
Watching the HAN Network, and you're not alone. Nearly 500,000 viewers enjoyed our broadcasts in the first 5 months. Advertise on the network that reaches Fairfield County, Connecticut's most engaged audience. Contact Jessica Murrin, Advertising Director, at 203-273-7312 or email jessica@han.network.
On we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Mikey Riddle, Matt McDonald, Dom Severchik due up for the Trinity Catholic Crusaders. No score as we head into the last of the 6th inning. And I beg your pardon, it's actually John Hazard leading things off, excuse me. Hazard, of course, has pitched himself quite a game. Hazard is struck out and walked. Right-handed hitter. And Ryan Searle starts the bottom of the 6th. Shows bunt, he lifts it. It is a foul ball, dropping harmlessly away from Montero, who really had no chance on the play. No balls and a strike. Trying the element of surprise, it didn't quite work. No balls and a strike. A long look in the 0-1. Fastball sliced foul and out of play. First base side, 0-2. Hazard quickly in the hole, which is where he's had many of his opposing hitters all day. No balls, 2 strikes, and nobody on. Bottom of the 6th inning, no score. A long time with the ball at his hip is Searles. Now he brings it home, and the fastball lifted foul and out of play. Back behind the plate, it stays 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. With nobody on. Here it comes. Breaking ball, pushed to the right side and through. And then it bounces away in right from Bernard. On his horse to second, Hazard, he will turn and hold there. It's a single and an E9. Right field has been a little bit of an adventure today. Both errors in this ball game have been results of bouncing balls in right field. The field looked like it was in pretty magnificent shape, but hard to tell if there isn't some kind of a funky divot out there. So both Bernard and Patrizzi have fallen victim to it. Here's Riddle. They bunt. Back to the mound, taking a look, Searles. He'll throw to first and throw it away. Turning Hazard, coming to the plate. No throw, 1-0 Trinity Catholic. So back-to-back errors cause chaos for the Bears, and it's a 1-0 game. For Riddle, it's a sacrifice, and then I believe you got to put an error, at least on first for now. He stays put at first. The run unearned. And it's a 1-0 game. And it'll bring up McDonald, who's 0 for 1. He walked and struck out. Searles gathers himself. And for the Crusaders, they can begin to look to the top of the 7th inning. But more work to do. Showing bunt, he does. This goes right back to the mound. Searles sets, does throw, get the out there. That's a successful sacrifice. And that goes 1-3 on the putout, 1 down. On to second goes Riddle. Now Severchik, who's 1 for 1. Walked, singled, and was caught stealing. In the 7th, Montero, Benincasa, and Berman due up for Norwalk. He swings and pushes it foul. Near the Norwalk dugout, 0-1. Trinity Catholic started the day in the first base dugout. They got moved over to the third base side. This is the first time they're playing here. No balls and a strike. The set and the pitch. Swings and misses. That pitch had the bottom drop out of it. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner off second in a 1-0 game. Fastball upstairs, 1-2. 2 errors have been the undoing so far. Now the pitch. Breaking ball called strike 3. Strikeout number 4 for Searles. 2 away and back to the top of the order. Trey Donahue, who's 0 for 3. Grounded back to the mound, struck out, and grounded to third. It's a final from Fenway. Baltimore 9 and Boston 7. As the Orioles stay perfect to start the year. And the pitch, that's upstairs, fastball 1-0. One other final, Pirates 7, Tigers 4. Nothing like reading that Major League scoreboard, it's just fun. The 1-0 coming with a runner off second. That's inside. Backing out of the way, Donahue, 2 balls and no strikes. Runner off second, lots of room in right center field in the 2-0. Misses, a hair low, 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. Bottom of the 6th, 1-0 Trinity Catholic on an unearned run. That's upstairs. It'll be a 3-1. He waits. Dives out of the way. That is ball 4. I made sure just because the count seemed a little off. Second walk allowed by Searles, so runners at first and second. Donahue was not enamored with what happened there, but he dusted himself off. And now Bernard, who's 0 for 3. Grounded to third, grounded to first, and grounded to short. Fastball stays up, 1-0. Now time called. Norwalk pitching coach will trot out or walk out. Major League Baseball now, they of course have a clock. You have 30 seconds to go out and say your piece. Not here, not at high school level. And you wonder, will that remain the thing? It is a weird sight to see clocks in professional ballparks, both major and minor league. Baseball traditionally a game that doesn't rely on time. You don't need to have a shot clock or a play clock normally, but baseball has evolved in that regard. You're talking about a game that it's largely accepted that we're coming up on about 200 years of its history. The more accepted date has been 1839, 1869, of course, for the Cincinnati Reds. But I think we've all kind of gathered that there's more history and it's a little more convoluted than anyone really ever thought. Bernard 0 for 3 and waiting. Searles steps back on the rubber. Sets at the letters. Play on at second, and the throw goes into center field, but no advance by Riddle. Norwalk struggling to hold on to the ball. They bring it back in and reset. Searles takes a look, sets at the letters. The right-handed batter waiting. He swings and lines it in the left center field. It's a base hit. Riddle on his horse rounds third. He will come on. The throw to third is going to be in time. They get him there. Does the run score? The run does score. Umpires are talking. Out. No. The run will not score. The run will not score, and that's going to bring chaos into this ballpark. It's a single, no run batted in, out at third on the 8-5 putout. We go into the 7th inning. Trinity Catholic does put a run on the board to the 7th after 6. 1-0 Trinity Catholic leading Norwalk. You're watching the FCIAC on the HAN Network.
Walter Stewart's Market in New Canaan is your time-saving local shopping destination for the best of spring. Find many of your favorite products, from great specials on everyday items to the freshest organic produce, artisanal cheeses, and grass-fed steaks. Chop off your knives to be sharpened. Grab a beautiful bouquet of spring flowers and stop in next door for a wine tasting. Plus, their personable staff is always ready to lend a helping hand. So stop in to Walter Stewart's Market, 229 Elm Street today, or shop online at stewartsmarket.com.
You are watching the HAN Network, and you're not alone. Nearly 500,000 viewers enjoyed our broadcasts in the first 5 months. Advertise on the network that reaches Fairfield County, Connecticut's most engaged audience. Contact Jessica Murrin, Advertising Director, at 203-273-7312 or email jessica@han.network.
On to the 7th, and lots of conversation after that. Seemed like it was a good call, but from my eyes, I wasn't so sure. I think that's the best way to sum it up. So on we go to the 7th inning. In a 1-0 game, Montero will lead things off. He struck out twice. Right-handed batter, and he takes a fastball low, 1-0. And all of a sudden, this place has some noise in it. 7th inning, 1-0 Crusaders. He swings and fouls it off first base side, 1-1. Benincasa on deck. Berman to follow against John Hazard, who has pitched a 1-hit shutout. That misses, 2 balls and a strike. Now the pitch misses away, 3-1. His only problem is he has walked 4, but he's also struck out 12. 3-1, lashed foul, 3-2. The payoff pitch with nobody out in a 1-0 game. Swings and fouls it off first base side. Well out of play and out of the ballpark. In fact, it's 3-2. Cloud cover, sun not a factor. Lights off, payoff pitch. Swung on and missed, strikeout number 13. 1 away for Benincasa. Now Pete Tucci calling time. And we will get a pinch hitter. Ambi Liriano, a senior and a right-handed hitter, will step in for Benincasa. Here he is, right-handed hitter against John Hazard in a 1-0 game. Top of the 7th. Hazard ready, first pitch. Late on a fastball, he swings, 0-1. Climbs right back into the right-handed batter's box. Takes a pitch upstairs. That looked like a breaking ball that didn't bite. 1 ball, 1 strike with Max Berman expected next. But I believe I see another bat. That misses, 2 balls and a strike. Pitch 124 is a fastball upstairs, 3-1. An unearned run, the difference in the game. Now time called as Riddle comes in and talks to his hurler. The bullpen's largely out of view, but largely quiet. The 3-1. Misses, it's ball 4. We mentioned the walk's the only problem. That's walk number 5. And indeed, we will get another pinch hitter as Alex Barone is going to hit for Max Berman. So a little drama here in the 7th inning. Barone, a right-handed hitter with the tying run now down at first. Liriano standing down there at first as a result of walk number 5. Hazard takes the hat off, puts it back on, does a little gardening out in front of the rubber here at Cubeta Stadium, toes the rubber once again, stands straight in the middle of that rubber, bends over and gets his sign. From the stretch, he brings it home. It's inside and gets away. Down to second goes Liriano, and the tying run in scoring position as a result of the wild pitch. 1-0. That the first wild pitch of the afternoon. 1 ball, no strikes. At the belt, he brings it home. Fastball on the inside corner, a called strike, 1-1. Top of the order, and Ryan Searles up next. Ball gets away for a moment, but no damage. Everybody recovers. The 1-1 pitch from the stretch with a runner at second. That's low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Pitch 129 on the way. Fastball low, 3-1. Now, of course, that's an unofficial count, and my math is very much going to be wrong from time to time. The 3-1. Swung and a miss. Laid on a fastball, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Runner off second, 1-0. Low, ball 4. So the tying run at second, the go-ahead run, I should say, now at first, and that's walk number 6, and Tracy Nichols beginning to stroll to the mound with 1 out here in the 7th, and the top of the order due up. Coach Nichols, who of course is the athletic director as well at Trinity Catholic, taking a long stroll to the hill. Searles and Singewald await, and some high drama here in a 1-0 game. He gathers the entire infield around them, along with the battery. A fairly relaxed conversation from the looks of it. In the meantime, Coach Tucci and both his runners and his batter Searles all chat. That conversation breaks up. Coach Nichols satisfied with what he told his crew. That conversation over, and we're ready to play ball. I'm glad there's no time clock. Let them talk about whatever they need to talk about. Now Searles walked, singled, advanced on an error, flied to center. Big at bat. Called strike at the knees, 0-1. 1 out, 1-0. Trinity Catholic up a single buck. The runners go, the pitch, he checks the swing, no throw, they move up 90. The double steal, beautiful. And the count is 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1-0. Now the tying run 90 feet away. The 1-1 just misses inside. 2-1. You can see Hazard giving everything on every pitch. The 2-1. A called strike, the letters. Searles probably not enamored, and it's 2-2. First base is open, Singewald on deck. Just reaches for it to first. Dane will touch the bag, scoring is Liriano. We're knotted at 1, and what a wonderful at-bat for Ryan Searles. The RBI and giving himself up, just reaching out and tapping it down to first. And now Reed Singewald with a runner off third and 2 out, and the game knotted at 1. He swings and fouls it back, 0-1. No balls and a strike. Outfield plays it straight away. Infield back now with the runner off third and 2 out. Breaking ball on the outside corner, 0-2. So we look ahead to the bottom of the 7th. Dylan Dane will lead things off. That's outside, 1-2. Dane, Patrizzi, and Morse. Here, it's a 1-2. Check the swing. Did he go around? The tag and no swing, so says the second base umpire. It's 2-2. It's still a one-hitter, by the way. But the run does count. That's upstairs. Hard fastball, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Go ahead, run off third. Outside, ball 4. Walk number 7. So runners at the corners now for Ed McCabe. Walked, and struck out. Hazard is struck out 13. He's walked 7. He's allowed 1 hit. Open stance for McCabe. Runners at the corners and a 1-1 game. Fastball's a called strike. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. 2 out, top of the 7th. Runner goes off first, and this is skied to right. Waiting Patrizzi, now comes on, makes the catch, and the inning does come to an end. But Norwalk gets 1 run on no base hits with 3 walks, no errors, and 2 left on base. To the bottom of the 7th we go. It's a good one. We're tied at 1. Norwalk, Trinity Catholic. You're watching the FC.
Can't wait for it to get warmer so you can start fishing again? Get over to the Dock Shop, where they have the latest in fishing tackle, marine electronics, boating supplies, and more. But remember, the Dock Shop isn't your average tackle shop. You'll also find the finest selection of nautical apparel, jewelry, home decor, and gifts in New England. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport, dockshop.com.
Hi, I'm Rob Adams with my good friend Donald Eng, and we're the home team for Nutmeg Sports, Monday through Wednesday at 2 o'clock right here on the HAN Network. We are the place for all things Connecticut sports, so come hang out with us on Nutmeg Sports. Don? They don't call him the best color man in the game for nothing. Nutmeg Sports, 2 o'clock, Monday through Wednesday, right here on the HAN Network. Dylan Dane will lead things off, bottom of the 7th inning. What a game we have seen here today, and still, to me, nothing like baseball. I'm Rob Adams, Eric Gendron directing, AJ Simonowski, Dan Gardella, John Kovach, Josh Fisher, Marty Hersom, rounding out our crew at Cubeta Stadium in Scalzi Park in Stamford. Dane, 3 singles on the day. The lefty standing in against the left-handed pitcher, Ryan Searles, who starts the bottom of the 7th with a breaking ball that dives outside, 1-0. An unearned run in the 6th for Trinity Catholic, and then a run as a result of 3 walks and a little bingo in the 7th. And this is lined to right center field, and it's a long, long run. It's going to find the gap. Dane on his horse. He rounds first, heads towards second, makes the turn. He's the winning run at second base. A 4-hit day for Dylan Dane. And he is the winning run in scoring position and nobody out. It'll bring up Patrizzi. Hit by a pitch, walked, and struck out. Left-handed batter. Searles holding on now for life. Sets at the letters and he brings it home. That's out on the outside corner with a fastball, 0-1. That pitch had a little bit of a tail on it. Now time called. Patrizzi and third base coach are going to get on the same page, and clearly not thrilled with what appeared to be, at least just reading body language, you can't help but wonder if Patrizzi missed a sign. The lefty ponders exactly what was said to him, and he climbs back in to the left-handed batter's box. No balls, 1 strike with Dane off second in a 1-1 game. Charging in from third is O'Hara. There is the bunt. It clanks right off Montero's mask. And it's 0-2. So now they all get back on the same page with an 0-2 count. Runner off second. 1-1 the score, last of the 7th. The 0-2. Swung on and missed on a nasty breaking ball. No advance, strikeout number 5 for Searles, and 1 away. So on comes Nico Morse now. Struck out in the 1st, struck out in the 3rd, and grounded back to the mound in the 5th. He's 0 for 3 and a left-handed batter against the lefty Ryan Searles. Dane, the winning run, off second. We're tied at 1, bottom of the 7th. The set, and he brings it home. On the outside corner, a called strike, 0-1. And I believe I just got hit by a raindrop. But we will see. Might have been a wayward raindrop. The 0-1. Nasty breaking ball on the outside corner, 0-2. Searles up 0-2. Morse waiting. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. Down he goes. Strikeout number 6, and there are 2 away. That leaves it up to John Hazard, who can make himself the winning pitcher right here. He struck out in the 2nd, walked in the 3rd, singled and scored in the 6th. Two out, bottom of the 7th. The set and the pitch. Fastball misses away, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. This game lingering toward 2 hours, and the pitch on the way. Lifted, foul, and out of play. Gonna clank off some trees. 1 ball, 1 strike. Certainly been a lot of fun here today at Cubeta Stadium. Now the set and the 1-1 pitch. Push to the right side, over to play it. Goes Benincasa. He throws him out, and the inning comes to an end. So they survive a leadoff double by Dane, stranded at second. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. The Crusaders have left 11. Let's play extra innings. We go to the 8th after 7. Trinity Catholic 1, Norwalk 1. You're watching the FCIAC on the HAN Network.
For more than 50 years, Triple S has been Fairfield County's expert service for carpet, upholstery, and drapery cleaning. We provide the best in repairs and in-depth restoration, understanding fabrics and how to properly clean and restore them. Our staff will come to your home to clean your wall-to-wall carpet to perfection. We can also pick up your fine carpets and bring them to our facilities. With locations in Norwalk, Stamford, and Stratford, Triple S will get the job done fast, big or small. At Triple S, you can count on our people as well as our cleaning. Find us at triplesclean.com or 203-847-8000.
When it comes to local entertainment, we've got it all.
From movies, local artists, etiquette, and more.
Watch HAN Arts and Leisure every Thursday at 2 on the HAN Network.
Now we move on to the 8th inning. And John Hazard right back to work. He's allowed 1 run, walked 7, struck out 13, and just 1 hit. Mike Gonzalez will lead things off. He'll be followed by Mo Ortiz and Ed O'Hara. For the Norwalk Bears, each team at 1-1 on the young season. 1 run on 1 hit. For Norwalk, 1 run on 7 hits. For Trinity Catholic, as the first pitch is fouled out of play, no balls and a strike. This game now at a tidy 1 hour and 58 minutes. The 0-1. Good tight slider, stays inside though, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out, nobody on, 8th inning. That misses, 2-1.
Come on, Johnny!
Temperatures dip down a little bit as the day goes along, and certainly with the sun disappearing. The 2-1. This is roped into center field, long run. He's not going to get it, and it's going to get past Bernard in center on his horse to second, Gonzalez. He'll stop there. Trinity had a leadoff double in the last of the 7th. Norwalk, a leadoff double to start the 8th. So that's the go-ahead run with Mo Ortiz due up now. Ortiz struck out in the 1st, struck out in the 3rd, walked and stole a base in the 6th. Gets some instruction from Pete Tucci, who coaches in the 3rd base coach's box, and indeed, Trinity Catholic did have somebody warming in the pen. He bunts, shows it, rolls it down the 3rd baseline. It's a foul ball. 0-1. No balls and a strike.
Watch same thing.
1-1, 8th inning. Runner off second. Ortiz waiting, shows bunt. He does bunt. Back to the mound. Grabbing at Hazard, sets and fires, and dropped at first. Everybody's safe. That's an E4. Give him the sacrifice, but an error lets him reach. Gonzalez to 3rd. Nobody out. And Ed O'Hara, who has struck out, grounded to short, and flied to right. Hazard in a pickle. Brings it home. Misses high and away, 1-0. Time called. O'Hara takes the helmet off, runs his hands through his hair, puts the helmet right back on. And Eddie O ready, waiting on a 1-0 pitch. And he golfs it into center field. A long run. This is over the head of Bernard. Scoring, Gonzalez. Ortiz rounds third. The throw will be cut off. A 2 RBI double for Ed O'Hara. Norwalk takes a 3-1 lead. It's deep here at Cubeta, 320 to the corners. No indication on the center field fence, but you can imagine you got to hit it a ton to knock it out. Hazard, the hat off, takes a hug from Tracy Nichols. His day is done. It's a 3-1 game after the 2 RBI double. A new pitcher coming in for Trinity Catholic. A nice hand for Hazard. We'll pause and take a break. 3-1. We're in the 8th. You're watching the FCIAC on the HAN Network.
At the Sylvan Learning Center of Darien, experienced teachers and personalized academic support equals superior results. Our certified teachers uncover skill gaps, address specific needs, and help students realize greater academic success and increased confidence. We're enrolling now. Individualized after-school tutoring in reading, math, history, elementary math, algebra, geometry, calculus, high school science, and study skills. For a free consultation, call 203-655-3276 or email gmcsylvan@gmail.com.
What's happening up in Hartford and what's trending in the Nutmeg State?
Join Kate Chaplinsky
And Josh Fisher
on CT Pulse live Wednesdays at 12:30 to find out.
We talk to the leaders and newsmakers while breaking down the stories you should be paying attention to each week.
With the help of HAN's editorial cartoonist Doug Smith, we take a humorous look at the news of the week. We talk about everything you were told you should avoid bringing up in polite company.
CT Pulse, Wednesdays at 12:30 on the HAN Network.
The new pitcher is a right-hander for the Trinity Catholic Crusaders. Marco D'Elia is his name, and he's going through the warm-up tosses as we try to tally up the numbers on John Hazard. His day is done. They are fascinating numbers, quite honestly. And I think I have them. 152 pitches in 7+ innings of work, 3 runs all earned, 2 hits, 7 walks, hit 1, 13 strikeouts, and 1 wild pitch. That is a day, my friends. Hazard cannot win it. He can lose it. Here's D'Elia to deal with Montero. That's fouled off at the plate. No balls and a strike. The runner at second, O'Hara, is also his responsibility. And there's nobody out. Now Pete Tucci will come down from third base coach's box to talk to Montero, who has struck out 3 times. Those not knowing the nomenclature of baseball, Montero tries to avoid the golden sombrero, the 0-1. He lets it go and it bounces away. O'Hara will turn at third and stop. That wild pitch, of course, charged to D'Elia. 3-1, and the pitch on the way. Upstairs, it's a breaking ball. 2 balls and a strike. 3-1 the score. Norwalk with the lead, 8th inning. D'Elia brings it home. Another breaking ball, and that's lifted foul and out of play, first base side, 2-2. The golden sombrero, simply put, you strike out 4 times. And you wish to avoid it. Infield in, with a runner off third and nobody out. Misses inside, spins out of the glove of Severchik, who grabs it, and the count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner off third, 3-1 Norwalk, top of the 8th. Misses inside, ball 4. First walk allowed by D'Elia. And of course, with re-entry rules, Benincasa never left the game. He was pinch hit for in the 7th, but he's right back here to hit, and of course was in the field in the bottom of the 7th. He struck out twice before Liriano walked and scored. Runners off first and third. There goes the runner off first. It's a called strike, 0-1. no surprise that they were running there to get out of the double play. And still nobody out. He swings. Down the line, it's a fair ball. 1 run will score. Hitting third, coming on, Montero. A 2 RBI double. The floodgates are open. 5-1 Norwalk. So Benincasa comes up with the 2 RBI double. And we'll see another pinch hitter. For Norwalk, they'll send up Matthew Arduino, a senior. And he will hit for the Berman-Barone combination. And again, still nobody out. So now runner off second in a 5-1 game. 4 in the inning so far. He swings and misses. Well out in front of a curveball, 0-1. Pitch on the way, that runs inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sun completely gone. A chill in the air, but comfortable here in Stamford. Curveball is just a soft pop. It's grabbed and then dropped on the outfield grass. Everyone is safe. That was basically the equivalent of a knuckleball. And it's an error on the second baseman, Riddle. His second of the inning. Curveball catches the inside corner to Searles, 0-1. So runners off first and second, and still nobody out. He swings, rips it foul down the third base line, 0-2. Pete Tucci watched that go by. Gets a little darker here as a result of the cloud cover at Cubeta. The set in the 0-2. Big breaking ball. He swings and lines it softly to left field. Grabbed out there by Rutherford. And the throw back in with no advance. So after all that, Ryan Searles is now 1 for 3. He's been on base twice. 1 away for Reed Singlewald. Hit by a pitch, grounded to first, struck out and walked. Left-handed batter with 2 on and 1 out. And 4 in, 5-1 Norwalk. Curveball and a high fly ball down the right field line. Into foul ground to play it is Patrizzi to put it away. The runners will move up 90 and 2 out. Two away for Ed McCabe, the 9th man up in the inning. And now first base open as both Benincasa and Arduino moved up 90 feet. Right-handed hitter, righty-righty matchup. Pitch on the way. He swings, pops it up. Kind of chucks his bat in disgust. The first baseman, Dane, will put it away for the last out of a loud 8th inning. 4 in for Norwalk. They strand 2. We'll tally the numbers as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Riddle, McDonald, Severchik, the last chance for the Trinity Catholic Crusaders. 7.5 gone, Norwalk 5, and Trinity Catholic 1. You're watching the FCIAC on the HAN Network.
Walter Stewart's Market in New Canaan is your time-saving local shopping destination for the best of spring. Find many of your favorite products, from great specials on everyday items to the freshest organic produce, artisanal cheeses, and grass-fed steaks. Chop off your knives to be sharpened. Grab a beautiful bouquet of spring flowers and stop in next door for a wine tasting. Plus, their personable staff is always ready to lend a helping hand. So stop in to Walter Stewart's Market, 229 Elm Street today, or shop online at stewartsmarket.com.
I'm Kate Chaplinsky. Join us for Coffee Break, weekdays at 11 to get the latest Connecticut news, weather, high school sports, and more. News doesn't get any more local than on Coffee Break on the HAN Network.
To the bottom of the 8th inning we go. A little bit of a change in terms of our own technology. It's one camera at this point. A little bit of concern about some of the weather lingering around, but we'll still take you through the balance as we get into the bottom of the 8th inning. The HAN Network Weather Center is telling us a big line of rain is about 10 minutes out. Riddle takes 1-0. Searles waiting. Misses up and in. 2 balls and no strikes. That last inning is just one of those innings that pains you to track as a broadcaster just in terms of the scoring. There was a lot to that inning. That miss is low and inside. .3-0 on the way. Nobody out, 5-1 Norwalk, last of the 8th. Inside, ball 4. Riddle goes down to first. That is walk number 3, allowed by Searles, who has otherwise pitched well. He was on the hook to lose it. But Norwalk rallied for 1 in the 7th and then 4 in the 8th. Here's McDonald. 0 for 1, takes a called strike, 0-1 on a fastball. Walked, moved to second on a wild pitch, struck out, and sacrificed in the 6th. The 0-1. Upstairs, fastball, 1 ball, 1 strike. The set with a runner off first and the pitch. He swings and lifts it to left. Ball kind of dies, waiting. Ortiz puts it away, 1 out. 1 on, 1 out now for Severchik. Walked, singled, caught stealing, and caught looking. Right-handed hitter here in the 8th inning. Greenwich has beaten St. Joseph 10-5. That just coming across. Here, it's 5-1. Fastball misses upstairs, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. The set and the runner off first. That misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. We are trying to prepare for what may be a line of storms coming in. The 2-0. Fastball misses, 3 balls and no strikes. It probably goes without saying, with all due respect, just because of concern for the rain and that we are outside, there is no press box that we're working in. The post-game show will be mighty fast, unfortunately. We'll try to give you a better wrap-up tomorrow on Coffee Break. The 3-0. Room service strike, 3-1. And the pitch on the way, a 3-1. Nubbed. Back to second. Only 1 play. They'll get the out there. Hanging at second, though, is Riddle, and there are 2 away. So 4-3 on the putout, back to the top of the order for Trey Donahue. Grounded to the mound, struck out, grounded to third, walked. Now Pete Tucci coming out, talking to the home plate umpire, and he wants to chat. He wants to have a look at Searles to make sure he's okay, but certainly don't want it to be a trip to the mound. Conversation over, and Donahue the last hope. Donahue, right-handed hitter. And the pitch coming. Fastball misses inside. One ball, no strikes. The 1-0. Curveball in the inside corner, 1-1. Runner off second, 5-1, bottom of the 8th inning. And the pitch. He swings and misses, 1-2. So you will forgive me if I don't give you the full totals and recap here, just because we're going to make a hasty retreat. Pitch on the way. Soft liner, bounces, pinballs, picked up, throw to first, got him, ball game over. Lot of action there at first base and at second, but it does result in the final out of the ball game. No runs, no hits, a walk, no errors, one man left on base. Final score, Norwalk 5, Trinity Catholic 1. Searles will get the win. Hazard will get the loss in a game that wound up taking 2 hours and 17 minutes. Again, we will recap it for you tomorrow on Coffee Break and Nutmeg Sports, but with all that said, that'll do it from Cubeta Stadium in Stamford. The final score, Norwalk 5 and Trinity Catholic 1. For our entire crew here on this Wednesday afternoon, Marty Hersom, Josh Fisher, John Kovach, Dan Gardella, AJ Simonowski, Eric Gendron. I'm Rob Adams. Happy birthday to Eric Gendron. And the Norwalk Bears get a 5-1 win over the Trinity Catholic Crusaders. Norwalk now 2-1. Trinity Catholic falls to 1-2. Watch it all online at HAN.network. Again, for our entire crew, I'm Rob Adams. Coffee Break at 11 tomorrow, and Nutmeg Sports later on, and lacrosse at 6:15 tomorrow night. So long from Stamford.